It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Chiefs and the Ravens on Thursday night.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we're at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD. You think about our quarterback matchup here. We got a couple of guys who are definitely dangerous when you get down near the red zone. Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs, Lamar Jackson of the Ravens.
And you used the perfect word there, Brandon, dangerous. Yeah, they're dangerous just about anywhere on the field, but the red zone, that's where they absolutely excel, and I think it's because they can keep defenses off balance. You know they can run, you know they can pass. The RPOs come into play. But the biggest thing is when the pocket breaks down, they can create something out of nothing and sting a defense.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And while I don't equate starting record as a quarterback to pitchers in baseball, it still gives us a great baseline. And Patrick Mahomes, 38-8 as a starting quarterback for Kansas City in the regular season. Throw in 6-2 in the playoffs, including a Super Bowl 54 victory. You've got one of the best ones in the game. And if you're a Kansas City fan, how excited are you? He signed through 2031. He will be your quarterback for a long time.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year two. The last pick of the first round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good with it. Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
And 2020 was another excellent season for number 8. Wasn't able to repeat the numbers from his MVP campaign of 2019, but bigger than that, got his elusive first playoff win, and he and the team hope that bodes well for them as they try and move forward in 2021. But let's face it, the numbers were still pretty darn good. 27 touchdown passes, another 1,000 yards on the ground, and 7 scores rushing. This young man continues to be elusive and continues to improve.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards the pickup there.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
Jackson on first down, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
56.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Kansas City comes back out here offensively. And Charles, this team, everybody knows where they are and what they have built. 14-2 last season in the Super Bowl again. Losing to Tampa Bay, though, in that disappointing performance. But I know you're bullish again on them in 2021.
There's no doubt about it. And only in sports can a team go 14-2 in a 16-game season and have the season end and feel like a failure. Right? I mean, 14-2, dominant team, got back to the Super Bowl, but as you noted, that what they did with Tampa Bay, that was not the Kansas City Chiefs. Give Tampa all the credit in the world, but they feel like they're going to get back there. The offense retooled, especially on the front, offensive line, and the defense, if they can take the ball away a few more times, They think they can get back to the big game. And how about this opener against Cleveland, who can't wait to get there? They thought they should have upset Kansas City in the playoffs last year.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And Kansas City drafted Mecole Hardman, hoping he could be something of a Tyreek Hill clone. They're still trying to find his exact niche. He did have 41 catches last year, and he makes a nice one there.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a first down.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelce last year. Second among NFL tight ends.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now it's Mahomes again. That's caught left side by Hardman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and a fake will work. He's going to have a first down. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that'll be good for a KC first down.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Darrell Williams taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. But here come the Ravens again. The team that in 2020 went 11-5. Remember, they went to Tennessee and surprised the Titans by defeating them in the wild card round. But, Charles, big news in the preseason for them. J.K. Dobbins out for the year with that injury. So how do you see 2021 playing out?
Well, they definitely wanted to throw the football with better efficiency. And even with J.K. Dobbins out, I don't expect Lamar Jackson to throw it more. Okay, Gus Edwards will fill in at running back, Justice Hill behind him, and don't be surprised the Ravens don't add a runner at some point early in the season. The defense is still strong and stout. A lot of people are wondering if they're in decline. I don't think so. I think that this team is still ready to go and still ready to contend for a division title and maybe even get back to the Super Bowl. But they have to throw it better. And the running game still will be predominant, and Lamar Jackson will lead the way.
And week 1, they go out to Allegiant Stadium to face Las Vegas. First time that building will be packed with fans. Should be an interesting environment. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. He stiff-arms him. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off the option, here's Williams. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Mike 54. Let's go, D. Mike 54.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. His throw incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams pushing through the contact. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's to the former Chief, Sammy Watkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against a speed guy on the perimeter.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They go play action with Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Jackson to Watkins there for a Baltimore 1st.
And Sammy Watkins is in his 8th NFL season. Spent the last 3 in Kansas City and won a Super Bowl there. Really excited about the opportunity to bond with quarterback Lamar Jackson. Makes a nice catch there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, it's Jackson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. That catch good for only a couple. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Tommy Townsend now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense back out there. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And His throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, CD, something that we've done for a number of years as the season gets going is we get predictions on each side. Let's start with the AFC. Who do you have in 2021 as your division winners?
Well, let's go to the East, and I think Buffalo repeats, although New England, they got better in the offseason, and despite starting a rookie quarterback in Mac Jones, I think they'll make a nice run at the Buffalo Bills this year. In the North, what a battle you have there. Three-way. Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I like Baltimore to still win the division, but Cleveland will be right there, and Pittsburgh will make a run at the playoffs. In the South, I think it's Tennessee's division to lose. Indianapolis had a number of injuries in the offseason, and, Jacksonville and Houston, they're trying to get there. And then out West, it's still Kansas City. But I love what the Los Angeles Chargers have done in the offseason.
All right, CD, and then if you had to pick, who do you have winning the AFC?
Well, I'm going to go against type here, Brandon, because teams aren't supposed to sustain as long as the Kansas City Chiefs have. But despite a retooled offensive line, I do think that they get back there again. What happened to them in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, that serves as great motivation. They want to get back and atone themselves.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing now is Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
And DeMarcus Robinson may be unheralded on that Kansas City track squad of wide receivers, but he's been dependable for these Chiefs the past few years.
Way to hustle, boy.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Touchdown! DeMarcus Robinson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Butker on for the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
Tyrann Mathieu, the All-Pro, up to make the stop.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and 5.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
Now Jackson on first down. That is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
You ain't gonna burn me.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Andrews. And he's got this down to the 35.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's got it to Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Butker now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. And as we look at his highlights, sometimes I've asked you schematically, how do you stop one player? Well, how do you stop a tight end like this without opening up other holes, partner?
You show your basic defenses, whether you're playing the 3-deep zone, the 2-deep zone, but you have your variations underneath it. So sometimes instead of the safety staying deep, the safety will drop down. A sky coverage, they call that. Sometimes the corner's responsible. You get a little, what they call a cloud, someone coming underneath. Sometimes the linebacker shows the ability to rush the passer and instead drops down and tries to get underneath the tight end as he tries to run routes. So many different things you can do from basic sets.
Trying to prevent those highlights we saw. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, we got to get this stop there, D. Mike 54.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson will throw again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 36, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's get it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go option to the short side. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. The 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way, I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1 yard line. I wanted to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. They'll run it with Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. To throw is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now he dumps this off over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Hey, let's go back, Charles, to your preseason predictions. You gave us what you thought on the AFC. How about the NFC side in 2021?
All right, how about the Washington football team winning the NFC East? I think in the North, Green Bay comes back and represents again. In the South, Tampa Bay, who finished second in their division last year to New Orleans, they win the division this time. And then out West, the Los Angeles Rams with their new quarterback.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
That would complete to Prochet.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
56, Mike, 50.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And give him a gain of 37.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Play action. Now Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Here's Mecole Hardman.
Come on, baby.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for Kansas City. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. But it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
But Charles, we got a second here. Let's talk about rookies this year in 2021 and who really sticks out. On the offensive side, everyone always looks at quarterbacks, with Trevor Lawrence and Mac Jones probably the headliners.
Yeah, rightly so. Zach Wilson will go in there as well because all 3 will have the ball from game 1. Najee Harris is a runner with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Devontae Smith, Jamar Chase's receivers with Philadelphia and Cincinnati. I'm going with Mac Jones because I think he's going to get his team to the playoffs after a year's absence. And he was kind of the unlikely guy to be the starter right out of the gate. And he's getting the ball right from the beginning.
All right, so you've got him as your offensive rookie of the year. How about the defensive side?
Well, I love Micah Parsons with Dallas as a linebacker. He's been a starter since the moment they drafted him. How about J.C. Horn and Pat Surtain as cornerbacks? Greg Rousseau is a pass rusher with the Buffalo Bills. And that's what I'm going with my defensive rookie of the year. Greg Rousseau, double-digit sacks as a rookie, powers the Bills back to another big playoff appearance.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? and that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Sammy Watkins, of course, played for these Chiefs the last 3 years, part of the championship team, Super Bowl 54 against the 49ers. Had some problems staying on the field, but when he did, he was productive. And the Ravens know that a healthy Sammy Watkins for them, that can be a big headache for opposing defenses.
The busy night continues for Williams. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
On the option to give to Williams here.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to Hardman. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in, and it makes it hard to defend.
They're going deep for Hill. Oh, Hill, great grab. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, your front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Now Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson.
Demarcus Robinson, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
interception and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know how we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security? I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now here's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Edwards-Helaire.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
When I was playing, all our defensive coaches talked about when you're near your own goal line and you're trying to stop them from getting in, your heart gets tested. What a nice play on the last down.
A lot of heart on 2nd. Do they have the heart on 3rd? Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
A give to Williams, running right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's run.
On the ground, this is Williams. Fights through and now a crease. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
109 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Jackson throwing once more. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Eluding, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Anthony Averett picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Chiefs on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Mahomes going to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Jackson on first down. He's airing it out for Williams.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. From the 36, Jackson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Open man is Duvernay. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Tucker's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. Big gainer in his sights, but he could not roll it in.
The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Now a throw here to his running back. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
They'll run it left side with Murray.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by a field goal. 1:53 remaining. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Mahomes to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Mahomes. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now it's the Ravens' turn. Trailing by 4. 25 seconds remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that's caught by Williams. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Jackson to throw.
Finding Watkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Jackson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.